It's Sunday, it's week 12, and we're back in my native perennial bed. The cardinal flower is in bloom. This is the only red plant that I have in my garden. I have it in a few different areas, you'll see. And the hummingbirds love them. Oh, I've got a yellow swallowtail. If you want hummingbirds, you can't just put up a hummingbird feeder. You need to plant the flowers that they are going to naturally want. And of course, I have some hummingbird feeders as well. The cardinal flower is interesting. As you've seen me talk about all season, these plants are growing by leaps and bounds ahead of the schedule I thought they'd be on. The cardinal flower is also starting to take off, but at like a more normal rate. So this is the first year I've really had a good crop of that. And I also planted some great blue lobelia, which should also catch up in the next year or two and just have a wonderful haven for the hummingbirds. We have a magnolia tree over next to the shed roof there that I see every year. I see them flying in and out of, so I'm assuming they're nesting up there. It's just nice to have. They know that they can count on us to have some flowers. Here's a nice yellow swallowtail on my milkweed. I just saw a monarch too. So I have yellow swallowtail, black swallowtail, monarch, butterflies. I have the hummingbirds, all kinds of pollinators, native pollinators, honeybees. I love it all. But this bed isn't as pretty as it had been earlier in the season. I'll show you, there's just weeds. My goal here is to plant very tightly so weeding isn't a major necessity, that the native plants will just create that sweeping plantscape. So I won't have grasses and clovers and plantains and whatever any of this nonsense is getting in the way. But you know, it's still a work in progress. This is a very wet area, so a lot of things love to grow, and it's still a new bed. So instead of beating myself up over the fact that some of the areas aren't as pretty and they just keep getting inundated with weeds, I look to the future, I look at the big picture and figure out how can I get these areas to be a little more self-sustaining in the way I want them to be than others. So I'll leave with this view of the elderberry in the background. Not sure what I'm gonna do with the berries. I've never done anything with the berries before. And it looks like it's about to rain. So until next week, tell me about your hummingbirds, your native plants, and happy Sunday, happy gardening.